Hello everybody, this is Professor Hill, and this is a short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics, Philosophy 2306, here at St. Philip's College. This is the online class. I've been posting a few short videos to go along with our Canvas website page. We've been looking at Chapter 5 of Doing Ethics by Lewis Vaughn, talking about the concepts involved in that chapter, specifically looking at consequentialist moral theories, that is, looking at the outcomes or the consequences in order to back up and apply those consequences to the problem and decide what's the right course of action. So the source of meaning, the grounding or the foundation of the moral decision is in how it turns out. What's the outcome? And, you know, that does strike a lot of people as being an intuitive way of doing things. We want to weigh and balance the potential outcomes because they matter. That's one of the things we're trying to do in making difficult ethical choices. But, as we'll see later, it gets more complicated than that. But we start here, and this week we're also looking at the case of the group study problem. And this is the professor who assigns all these students to a group. You know how this goes. One person doesn't show up, which is a common group study problem. But then what happens in this particular case is they get to the last night, the night before the big presentation, and the one guy shows up and then says, no, look, I'm here, I'm ready to do my part, I've got it all here. And they're like, look, you've missed all of our meetings up till now, we haven't been able to reach you, forget it. And so they want to kick him out of the group. He's arguing that y'all can't kick me out of the group, the professor put me in it. And then we have this whole thing about him slapping the money down on the table and saying, look, let's all be friends here. Your time's valuable, my time's valuable. Why don't I just compensate you for the time you spent doing my part? Because you don't have to use that. It's not like I'm paying you to do my part. I've done my part. It's right here. Let's use that. And somebody's going, oh my God, no, you're trying to bribe us. And another student's going, now hold on a minute, he slapped a lot of money down on the table, let's talk about this. And the fact of the matter is, he's going to use his own work, he's just compensating us for the time we blew, duplicating that work. So yeah, let's take the money. And then the last guy looks around and says, no, look, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like it, it smells bad. I'm telling the professor all of this in the morning, I'm out. And sure enough, they do all meet with the professor. This all blows up. And it does have an interesting outcome, which, you know, is actually not listed as part of our case study. It just says that the next morning all the students attend class. They tell the story to the professor. He's now come to you with a number of questions that I want you to answer. And this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to wait till Sunday night to let you know how it turns out. Because it's a really interesting case. Because, you know, you have all these questions. He offered them the money, but they didn't take it. So is that a bribe? Is that a payoff? He used his own work, even though he hadn't shown up to the meetings. So can he be on the team, not be on the team? Who's got control of that? And, you know, like I said, it just sounds really bad. But when you start to tear it apart, is there really an ethical violation here? And what are the outcomes? Obviously, this guy was making some poor choices the whole way along, which is he didn't show up to the meetings like he had promised the rest of the group he would. But he did do the work. And now, if you know you're the professor, at least the person giving the professor advice, do you let them present as a group? Do you have the ones that did all the work present as a group and you exclude the one guy? And if so, why? Yeah, these are some tough questions. So think about that. Is there an ethical violation? Is there an academic violation? What's the difference? And are you using the consequences, the potential outcomes of your choice to justify what's the right thing to do? Or do you just apply some rule and let, you know, the consequences fall where they may? So that's what I want you to think about. That's what I want you to write about. Look at the concepts from Chapter 5. Look at those definitions. Apply them to this case. Let me know what you're thinking. Good or bad, right or wrong, what would you do? And most importantly, why? What's the foundation on that? So, anyway, it's all due Sunday night. Like I said, it's Thursday the 15th right now, the day after Valentine's Day. And we will do a little more tomorrow. But for now, keep reading, keep writing, and keep thinking about this true story, by the way. This case study, this actually happened. And when I tell you on Sunday how it ended, it's the way things really did actually end up. So take care. We'll talk to you soon. More later. Bye-bye.